Hey guys, what's up? Pitmarthroy here, and what's this? I'm not using the default costume for once? That's right, you guys know how much I love purple, so for boss battles with Toon Link, we're going to be using one of the Four Swords costumes and using Player 4's version of Toon Link. But in that game, I guess he was just really Link. Regardless, I'm not using the default costume, because that's no fun. So with boss battles for Toon Link, you are dealing with a lot of the problems the lightweights have, you know, incredible inability to stay alive at even very mediocre percentages. He is one of the lightest characters in the game, so you do have to watch out for that. But in spite of that, you do get very quick yet powerful attacks. You have a lot of projectiles to work with, so Toon Link's actually a very easy character to beat this with, and you can pretty much use whatever you want here, with a very, few exceptions. You can use about whatever you want. His neutral area will actually hit them twice, if you're close enough, so the neutral arrow is a very good thing to use here. The down arrow you can use with caution, because if you use it while you're in the air, you are going to drop straight down. So if you do it while you're on the edge, you're just going to drop straight down. Now if you hit something on the way down, you will bounce off of it, but just note that if you don't hit anything, you are going to die. So be careful with it if you're doing it near the edge. Sometimes it does help, and it helps a lot for the Porky boss battle. You can do stuff like that against Crazy Hand. So there are instances where it works. His up aerial works just fine. It's kind of, where he'll just basically throw his sword up. It's a good old Zelda 2 homage, and also just, something that standard Link uses in this game as well. He also has, the typical specialty that Link has. He's got the boomerang, which is his side B, his bow and arrow, which is the regular B, his bombs are the down B, and he also has the spin attack, which you can use on the ground or for recovery, either one. So, you're very free to use anything you want, and unlike Link, his Toon Link smash attacks are going to be much faster than regular Link's are. Now, his up smash is a lot different from Link's, whereas Link will do 3 slashes, Toon Link will just do 1. And this is what I mean by it. It helps in the Porky fight quite a bit, is you can very much break it whenever he tries to run after you like that, or he's just, slowly walking and trying to hit you. You can just keep bouncing off of him with it, just chain it over and over. So it works very well for that. But his up smash will work quite well. All of his smashes will work for this. This is one of the few characters where all 3 smash attacks really work just fine. As to where a lot of characters, the down smash doesn't work, or all except for one of them don't work, or sometimes even none of them are really a good idea to use. But that's not really the case for Toon Link. You can use about whatever you want. You do have to be careful, and luckily he is fast, so he can get away a little bit easier. But you have to be careful that he can be killed at lower percentages, and aside from that, you're pretty much fine to use whatever. See what I mean about being careful right there? I knew if I got hit I would have been in serious trouble, but I finished him off with a boomerang. And we continue on. The boomerang. Yeah, I think at that point I was like, if 5 bosses in, might as well use a heart container, even though it's Meta Ridley and he's easy to beat. It is a very stark contrast to using Link, though, because it's so much easier to do with Toon Link than it is Link. I think at this point, from what I've been recording, I have 5 boss battles left. I'm pretty sure Link still has the longest standing time in the runs at like 9 minutes and 32 seconds, I think it was, or 9:37. His is still the longest. I'll probably check it after the Lucas boss battles, but Link's was still the longest, but it wasn't near as bad with Toon Link, just because of how fast he is. Had a lot more options available. You can still damage yourself with the bombs, of course, but, I wouldn't really recommend the bombs. You can use them, but really, if you're going to use a special, like, one of the projectiles, I would go with the boomerang, personally. Because you can also jump over it like that and have it hit them coming back to you. So, it's got a lot more variety to it. The bow and arrow, you can't really angle it or anything like that. You can with the boomerang. The bombs you can, but they can also hurt you. The boomerang can't hurt you, so... Not unless it got, reflected, but, we're not playing an actual fight here. Request is another one of the characters that you can kind of jump on a little bit with the, with Toon Link's down B, and it actually did help quite a bit for a little portion right there. It would have been nice to see how well that it actually worked, but I think I did. Yeah, I started doing it right there. But I probably should have tried chaining a little bit more just to see what happened. does have some very interesting Wind Waker-esque taunts. I mean, you know, I don't think we had Spirit Tracks before this game, which, you know, not the Spirit Tracks would have helped his image any, but we did have Phantom Hourglass before this one, I'm pretty sure, anyway. Yeah, we had Phantom Hourglass before this one. I probably don't remember my history that well, but I'm going to assume we had Phantom Hourglass first. I know for a fact we had Wind Waker before this, so... You know, it's kind of the goofy, cartoony style version, so his taunts are rather strange. His side taunt, it looks like it's basically just his expression whenever he goes through a door, and, you know, like goes to the boss room and just kind of looks around, that's about it. And then, of course, his standard taunt, his up taunt, is just him using the Wind Waker. And then his bottom one's just kind of slashing around like madly and then running out of breath.
Ready, go!
It's kind of him using the Great Spin from Wind Waker, except you already have the spin attack, so... It's something kind of resembling that, I suppose. Because for those of you that have not played Wind Waker or Phantom Hourglass, there is like a Great Spin attack, and if whenever you use it, after you use it, you'll be stunned for, oh, about a second and a half. A physical second and a half, not, you know, just on-off, like literally, you know, counting for a second and a half. It's about that long, maybe 2 seconds. It's enough to where it could mess you up in a fight, but usually won't, assuming that you used it correctly, but you could always just, like, run into a wall or a tree or something before the time ran out on it, and just, it would stop you right there. Yeah, that was where I tried to throw a bomb up at him, and it took longer to get the bomb out than I thought, but I still managed to hit him because he appeared right above me. It's also nice having Toon Link being able to throw the boomerang. Whenever he's teleporting around like that, you can kind of just throw it in a random direction, and since he teleports around so much, you got a fairly decent chance that it's just going to hit him right then. Toon Link's kind of one of those characters, it's kind of along with Wolf even, a little bit, not as much, but for Toon Link, it's like, man, I would have loved to have him in the actual Taboo fight whenever you're doing the story mode. Like, he would have made a really good person to fight Taboo with. I know you can always get Toon Link and come back and fight him again, but, you know, there's not really much point to doing that. You only have to fight him once to 100% it. You have to get Toon Link after, if you're going through Subspace Emissary, you have to get Toon Link after you fight Taboo. And yeah, he definitely would have made it easier, but even then, it's still not too bad. He's just one of those characters that really excels in the Taboo fight. He excels in the aerial fights just in general, because of how good his aerials are and how quick they are. Yeah, I was going to throw the boomerang there, and I just decided against it, but still not a hard boss battle, 5.5 minutes. That's, you know, a pretty decent time. It's not amazing, but it's a decent time for what I've been averaging thus far. So, this has been pitmarthroy. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time for the lovely boss battles with Rob the Robot, who I am not a fan of. See you guys then.